Greetings, Sky Cadets. Captain Lance Fantastic here. Welcome back to another episode of Captain Lance Fantastic, American Trucker. And for this nighttime run, we're staying inside of Arizona's borders and taking a quick ride from Page to Flagstaff. So let's not waste any more time and log on to Sky Patrol Network and get tonight's schedule from Brooks.
Initiating satellite connection. Interweb radio reception is within tolerances. I am Brooks. I am Sky Patrol's Bio-Robotic Object-Oriented Knowledge System, the most advanced and complete database of film, radio and television
in the world.
Hello, Brooks. How you doing?
Good evening, Captain Lance. My systems are running at peak proficiency, and the steam dragon, as you might say, has been tuned, fueled, and is ready to roll.
That's excellent to hear. So what's on our menu for tonight?
We are scheduled to pick up a road roller at HMS Machinery here in Page, and then haul this £22,000 payload 133 miles to Bitumens in Flagstaff. There we will receive a paycheck of $5,500. Oh, and Captain, this is a high-value cargo load. Please don't hit anything.
Cute. Still, $5,500 for a nice nighttime drive in the country. Not bad.
And of course, along the way, we'll be listening to part 2 of the Blue Beetle adventure, Death Strikes from the East.
Finally, we'll get to find out who really is the Purple Dragon. All right, Autobots.
Transform and roll out.
Resuming streaming services.
It's been sound, solid dancing, ladies and gentlemen, with the foremost exponent of the swing trombone, Glenn Miller and his orchestra, playing on the shore road of Long Island Sound in the beautiful Glen Island Casino at New Rochelle, New York.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
I love B.R.O.K.S. It's rich in chocolate tea. Chocolate flavored B.R.O.K.S. is mighty good for me. Mama puts it in my milk for extra energy. Bosco gives me iron and sunshine vitamin D. Oh, I love B.R.O.K.S. That's the drink for me.
What does Dan Garrett plan to do next? Will his activities draw down upon his good friend Dr. Franz the wrath of the Purple Dragon? What will happen when the Blue Beetle faces the Purple Dragon? Meanwhile, in a room adjoining the auditorium of a little Chinese theater deep within the confines of Chinatown, a group of hard-faced men are receiving instructions from their chief.
I want you men to get this straight. There must be no slip-up. At 11:30 tonight, you have Commissioner Warren in this theater, or else. I don't care how you get him here, but get him.
Sure, boys, we'll get him.
You're bringing him in the back way. Put him in one of the boxes to the left of the stage. Is that clear?
Yeah.
You 2 men stay with him. Tell him if he makes a move to escape, he'll never see his daughter alive again. You got that straight?
Yeah, we got that straight.
Well, and you leave the rest to the Purple Dragon.
In Dr. Franz's laboratory, Dan Garrett is donning the mask and blue chain armor of the Blue Beetle.
Oh, Danny, Commissioner Warren called just before you arrived. Oh, what did the commissioner have to say? He said the 2 most financially successful men last year were Roger Gillespie, the contractor, and a fellow by the name of Anthony Rondos. Gillespie seems to have made a fortune during the building boom last year, and Rondos apparently made a great success of the importing business.
Rondos is our man, I'm sure of it. Where's he live? Did Warren say?
Yes. He recently bought the Ridley home.
I know that place.
Yes, Danny, I know. I remember you visited the house secretly one night while you were making an investigation of Banker Ridley's strange death on the operating table.
That's the place. Well, that'll be the Blue Beetle's first call tonight. So long, Doc.
Yes, this is Rondos. What's that? Now, listen, Maisie. I won't be able to see you tonight. I'm going with some of the boys to a show. A Chinese masquerade. What? Why, I'm going as the Purple Dragon. Yeah, ain't that something? Yeah. Yeah, well, goodbye. I got to get going. The Blue Beetle. Yes, Mr. Purple Dragon, alias Tony Rondus, extortionist and blackmailer, the Blue Beetle. Oh, you're wise to my racket, eh? Yes, and I'm going to end your racket tonight. That's what you think. But no one is going to end my racket tonight or any other night. Don't bother to shoot. Your bullets can't pierce this chain armor I'm wearing. The Blue Beetle is... Oh, my throat. Good work, Wang Tao. Pull the silken cord tighter around the Blue Beetle's neck. And that's enough. He's gone under. Let him drop. Is the Blue Beetle dead? I don't know, but tie him up and throw him in the vault downstairs. Oh, here's $100. Buy yourself a new opium pipe. I'm going down to Chinatown. I'll deal with the Blue Beetle later.
I demand to know where you're taking me. To see your daughter, Commissioner Warren. Where is she? Where have you hidden her? If you've harmed the hair of her head, I'll see that
Don't worry, Commissioner. She ain't dead yet.
Her hair's a little short since the Purple Dragon cut it off. But that wasn't necessary for the part she's playing tonight. Part? What part? She's playing a part in a Chinese play. What sort of a game is this? My daughter's not an actress. Let me out of here.
Quiet, Commissioner, if you want to see your daughter again. Alive.
All right. What is it you want? The Purple Dragon wants you to resign as Commissioner of Market. What? Never. I've sworn to protect the merchants of this city against extortion rackets, and I intend to do it.
Better think it over, Commissioner. This part your daughter's playing is awful dangerous.
Come on, Commissioner. This is the place. In you go. Maybe you'll change your mind when you see the play.
Meanwhile, in his laboratory, Dr. Franz is working on some of his interesting experiments.
Now, let's see. 4 cc's of number 17 and... there's someone out front in the store. Coming? You are the same Dr. Franz? Yes, I am Dr. Franz. What can I do for you?
Tell me, how do I look in this Chinese costume?
Why, Danny, bless my soul. Well. You know, for a minute, I thought Confucius himself had entered my shop.
And my disguise is good?
Oh, it's excellent, Danny, excellent. But why is the Blue Beetle dressed as a Chinese coolie?
Well, the Blue Beetle is attending a theater party in the old Chinese theater tonight as an uninvited guest. And I think that when the party is over, the Purple Dragon and his extortion racket will be a thing of the past.
Anything I can do to help?
Yes. I saw among your collection of curios an ugly Chinese warrior's mask. I'd like to borrow it for tonight.
Why, certainly, Danny, certainly. I'll get it for you. It's in this chest right over here.
I'm going to throw a scare into some real as well as fake Chinese tonight.
Yes, here it is.
There. Hey, what an ugly mask. Here, let me put it on. There we are. Now, how do I look?
Oh, terrifying.
That's good. Well, the stage is set and the audience is waiting. Good night, Doc. The Blue Beetle is playing a new role tonight.
In a dimly lit auditorium, a hushed group of Chinese merchants await the performance they have been ordered to attend. In a box at the left of the stage sits a man, apparently the only Occidental present. Beside him sit 2 grim-looking individuals in Chinese costume. A strange power seems to hold the audience hypnotized as the curtain begins to ascend and reveals a large altar in the center of the stage, surrounded by lighted candles. Upon the altar is stretched the bound figure of a white girl, shorn of her hair and clad in a white silk kimono, embroidered with a large purple dragon. Before the altar stands a gigantic Chinese, his head covered with a golden helmet and his face hidden behind a cruel, hideous mask. His upraised hands clutch a two-edged sword. Back of him, a group of dozen tense, muscled Chinese, likewise masked. Suddenly,
mighty Tibetan goddess angry. The white infidel has defied her will, so Tibetan goddess must be appeased. Human sacrifice must be made upon the altar.
No! No, that's my daughter!
Tibetan goddess, speak again. Or I say, death to white maiden.
No! I'll do anything. What is it you demand?
White infidel interfere with priest of Tibetan oath goddess. He encouraged Chinese merchants to withhold tribute. I, priest Purple Dragon, demand you resign from high office.
No, I won't resign. This is a racket. You and your gang of cutthroats of fingers.
3 times Earth Goddess has spoken. Her verdict is death to white maiden. Only her blood upon this altar will appease Earth Goddess.
The Blue Beetle. Yes, the Blue Beetle. Reincarnation of the Oriental God of final judgment. Is the Blue Beetle that crazy Chinese mask up there? Oh, he's a fake. The real Blue Beetle is in the vault of my home. Wang Chao put him there.
Earth Goddess in passion. He calls for sacrifice. Oh, Earth Goddess, I give you your...
Drop that sword or I'll blast you with my magic ray.
The word of Earth Goddess is in ruling. He cannot be touched. Ruling gives Earth Goddess her sacrifice.
You know what I reckon. So, what's he? Think him. One pound on all of you. Real Chinese, fake Chinese. I can handle you all. This is for you, Mumsy. There goes your masked triple dragon. And here you go. And here comes the police to pick up the pieces. Hey, come on, let's get out of here. The cops are... Oh, you don't? There'll be room for you in the wagon. Look out, Blue Beetle, like Chinese, the sword! That will take care of you. These Chinese devils are soft. Thanks, Commissioner, for the warning. Hey, you merchants in the audience. Here's your chance to clean up your own racket. Go to it, China. Clean out the rats that have been infesting your business. No more will the purple dragon shake the sword of human sacrifice over your heads. He has been unmasked by the Blue Beetle. The Blue Beetle's work is done. And so the Blue Beetle smashed another racket and regained for his fellow citizens the admiration and respect of a grateful people. Later that night, Patrolman Dan Garrett, no longer in the costume of the Blue Beetle, sits in Dr. Franz's laboratory discussing the case with Dr. Franz.
Well, Danny, what gave you your first clue?
The package of hair the commissioner received.
And to think that such things can be. Why didn't some of those Chinese merchants report this racket to the police?
Fear of vengeance. You know, Doc, fear is the greatest enemy of mankind. Back of every hatred, every failure, every broken human relationship.
That's very true, Danny.
Well, Doc, run along now. Gotta get some sleep sometime.
That's true. Patrolman Dan Garrett has to rest if the Blue Beetle wants to fly.
Good night, Doc. I'll drop in tomorrow and see how you're coming along with that new portable television set you're building.
So Dr. Franz is working on a portable television set. Will it be successful? How can the Blue Beetle use it to run down criminals? What will be the Blue Beetle's next case? These questions will be answered in the next episode of The Blue Beetle. is a copyrighted Fox feature appearing in Mystery Men Comics magazine on sale at your newsstand. The Blue Beetle is on the air twice a week on this same station. Consult the broadcast schedule in your local newspapers. And don't forget to listen in.
Welk, champagne music, and the High Life Review. Each week from a different community, as often as we can, we bring you news of life in our country. High Life in America, reviewed by Lawrence Welk.
Miller. Miller.
High Life.
The blend of good taste and cheer.
High Life.
Miller.
High Life.
Miller.
High Life.
The champagne of bottled beer.
Good evening, friends. Well, we're still in Hollywood, the almost mythical city of romance and adventure, where people often live the exciting parts they play. Our special guest tonight is Mr. Max Sennett, Dean of Movie Comedy. Now here to greet you is your host and goodwill ambassador, Lawrence Welk.
Thank you, John. Tomorrow is the last day of summer, and I would like to thank California for the beautiful weather we've had.
You mean like the day it hit 103 2 Wednesdays ago?
Well, I think that was the exception that proves the rule.
You're right, of course, Lawrence. And even when it did hit 103, the nights were wonderful for sleeping. California has been swell. But when we leave here, we'll be lured on by another siren call. Play it for us, Lawrence. The Lullaby of Broadway.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, marks the completion of another successful delivery run by yours truly and the Steam Dragon.
Excuse me?
Oh, come on, Brooks, I didn't forget you. Of course, without the world's bestest AI riding shotgun, these trips would just be too friggin' boring.
Uh-huh. Yes, well, just remember, without me, you'd probably end up in Wales, somewhere around Swansea, I'd bet.
Anyway, thanks to everyone who's made it to the end of the video, and we'll be seeing you here next time on Captain Lance Fantastic, American Trucker. And here's wishing you clear skies, Sky Cadets.